Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. What an incredible day it is. The sun is out and finally the rain is going away. So the Tups have now been in for a week, and that can only mean one thing. We've got to get the raddle changed, so we change them every 3 weeks so we know roughly when lambing is going to be at its busiest. But earlier on this week, I have been away down in Devon and Cornwall with the NSA. We'll explain a bit more about that as we get into the video, but I hope you enjoy. First job we got to do is get this first group using and have a look at the Tup, because I think he might be slightly lame. Right, let's get to it. Still a little bit wet. Here, Joe. Push. Here. Good girl. Lie down. Stay. First group in. They're looking in good condition. We'll just have a count up of how many yellow bums we have. The Tup is here, and his back leg, he's just a little bit tender. Nothing serious, but we're just going to give him a dose of Metacam, which is some pain relief, and check that foot. I think it's probably just slipped off a U or something and just pulled a muscle or something like that. It doesn't look many yellow bums. Could be something to do with that. We'll see how the next week goes. But what we'll do, as I've come prepared, last year we know that yellow didn't mark them very well, so I've got a yellow stop marker and just going to spray out the bums, yeah, and swap his raddle. For the second cycle we use a red crayon. Take this out of the pack, get it on. Well, that explains why he's only took 5 years, doesn't it? The crayon has fallen off. In the 10 years I've had sheep, that has never happened. That is very annoying. Yeah, so it's probably took a few more. I'm just going to have a closer look to see if he has mounted anything. There might be tiny little bit of yellow. There is tiniest bit of yellow crayon on there, but it's not an ideal start. But all the ewes look sound, nothing here is lame. He's in good condition. You can see he's not too bad on that leg. He's just got that Metacam, might just help the swelling or any of the bruising he may have caused. Group 1 done. We'll let them go, and just so you can see what it looks like, that's the red raddle on. Hopefully it stays on, but I won't keep him any longer because we've got 3 more groups to do. I'll keep a tally here so we know how many have been tucked in this first cycle, but I'm going to have to take it with a pinch of salt. Unfortunately, I've been away for 3 days, so I don't really know when this will be done. Someone else been checking the sheep. It could have been done last night, could have been done the day I last checked. Who knows? Can't do anything about it now. One of those things. Girls, wrong side. Good girl, Joe. Straight, get down. Very handy. That's what the raddle should look like. You see crayon still on it? Just thinking it through, what we'll probably do is, after tupping, we'll go through the ewes, and any that haven't been tupped have probably been tupped in that first week, so I'll just spray them with yellow and we can work it out, see where the busy periods are. It's really important for us that we know when those busy periods of lambing are, because that's when I get more staff. You don't want staff when it's going to be quiet. Right. Boom. Boom. Quick job done, especially when you don't have to get the wrapper out. Right, we're on to the third group now. So this is the new Tups, and Malachi, there's 55-ish using here. We'll see how many has been tucked, but as I said earlier in the video, This week I've been down very far south with NSA Next Generation. Fortunately, it was our last meetup. What an incredible experience it has been. Just going down south this week, we have been to Jasper's Abattoir for a Alive to Dead day, so we followed some lambs around, graded them, and then got back to see what they hung up like as carcasses. Really good experience. If you ever have a chance to go on a Alive to Dead day, it really opens your eyes up and it shows what the market requires rather than what you want to produce, and some stuff really opens your eyes. And we've gone to 3 farms. My favourite had to be probably the hill farm we went on to at the very end. Obviously we're not from a hill farming system. They're extensively paddock grazing cattle up on the top of hills. Really interesting. Anguses, and then they had some blackies too, I think about 500 of them, all on the hill, which they reared the wethers, selling locally and on contracts. That was just really cool farm. We then went to an Ixlana flock, and they also had, what are they called? They had Rontexes and all performance recorded. One of the flock was actually a stud flock, and they had 350 Ixlana ewes and really like, what, 1300 commercial ewes and ewe lambs. Really cool experience. Yeah, and what a group of people who spent it with. We did go and look at a more traditional flock of sheep, which were mules crossed to Suffolk, so we saw a bit of everything while we were down south. Yeah, but the experience I've had these 12 days away, the sessions, anyone of a younger age that wants to learn and is really keen about the sheep industry and wants to see something new, we have done all sorts. But now we've got to concentrate getting these ewes in and seeing how he's been tupping. You're a bit loopier than the rest, aren't you? Looks like something's been chewing at that. He's been busy. 24 he has covered so far in a week, so we'll add that to the total. I think what I'm also going to do is to add another 10 on for that first group. Now we can work it all out when we get to the end. Any that haven't been tucked, we'll do a bit of a workout, but I want a rough idea of what we're actually got at certain times. So yeah, definitely going to be some ewes in that end of that first week ready. We've flown. The first 3-4 days were very slow. I think there was 20 tupped in the first 4.5 days. So since I've been gone, in the last 3 days already, there has been like 50 tupped, something like that. You'll all remember too, as I was saying in the last video, the more experienced tups tend to tup more at the start because they know what they're doing. Well, he's caught them up and gone past them. We're going to have a busy 3 days at the end of the first week. Right, mate. You have blown that crayon out. Look at that. You see that crayon? Yeah, hello, yes. I'm trying to see the crayon. He's blown that out well. Just 1 week. Ready for week 2, buddy? And we finish with 23 more yellow bums. What you do find with clins, I was just talking to one of the lads at the NSA about this, they don't mark ewes particularly well. So you'll see with some of them, they've hardly marked them when tupping them, like one yellow line, jump and done kind of job. Whereas you find with like the Suffolk, they have favourite ewes and they just like absolutely go for it, and they'll have a bum covered in yellow. Different breed, different kind of things at tupping time. Just something a couple of us have noticed. It wasn't just me, so that is an interesting thing we've seen. Yes, that's a total of 72 without the cock up, so we're going to probably round that up to 82, 85 in the first week. We've got another 110 issues left to go. That's a bit of a guesstimate, but yeah, happy first week of tupping. They're all doing well. Yeah, just one little disaster, but it won't be sheep farming without a disaster, will it, guys? Massive thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you do have any, and if you're interested, have any questions about the NSA Next Generation scheme, would definitely recommend ask away, send me a message. It's definitely something I would recommend for any budding young shepherds out there. They run it every couple of years. I think it is 18 to 34 or 5, so big age range, and you see some absolutely incredible systems, some incredible talkers, and yeah, a one in a lifetime opportunity. I'll leave you with that. We'll see you again next week and see how these Tups have been getting on.